Good evening and welcome to the 9320 podcast. Tonight we have Paul, the usual. We've got Anne-Marie and we've got Alex. We're going to chat quite a few various things tonight. We're going to start off with the Arsenal game and get his thoughts on that and see how everything goes from there. Paul, you saw it on TV?
Yeah, I did. I watched
it. Sunny Bulgaria?
Sunny Bulgaria. I watched it. It was impressive, to be honest. I know Arsenal aren't exactly pulling up any trees at the moment, but just the way, we managed the game, the way we passed and moved, and Bernardo, he was outstanding for me, and I just hope that wasn't his last game. But we were awesome. We looked the real deal again, to be honest.
Anne-Marie, what do you think? You was at the game.
Yeah, it was at the game, and I would completely agree. I think Bernardo, the last couple of games, shows why we do need him. And I think Jesus has been incredible.
Outstanding.
The last two games.
A few people saying that Bernardo looked a bit teary when he was walking off. And I saw him clapping around with everybody, clapping around like that.
He was.
But when I saw him walking down towards the tunnel and then up and to sit up with the actual players, he looked fine. And Pep said the other day that he's not leaving.
That'll do me.
If Pep said he's not going, I don't think he's going then.
Oh, where would he go to? That's the thing.
Spain.
You know what I mean? Yeah, he probably wants to go to Spain, but he's playing with the best squad he could ever play with. He's going to win things every year. And why would you want to leave but I don't know. Pep said the other day, and I think the Manchester Evening News reported on it that, they said that Bernardo is not leaving. So let's hope he doesn't.
If the Evening News have said it, that means he's off. It's a done deal, he's going.
I'm just not sure, once Foden and KDB come back, will he lose his place with the addition of Grealish and that stuff?
We've got a lot of players.
It depends how much Pep rotates. And I think KDB is going to be out for quite a lot this season. I've got a feeling he's going to be out for quite a lot with his ankle. I've heard that by Christmas he might need surgery. So that'll be him out for the season then. So,
not good.
But we've got Grealish now. We've got
and Bernardo obviously would get a lot of time.
Yeah, we've got Gundogan who played further forward in KDB's position and was absolutely sublime again. And
I think the player who's got to be most afraid is Sterling.
Yeah, definitely. Because
I think you're right there. I think he's the one that's not really tearing up trees, and for me his position's the one that's under threat.
Yeah, especially when Foden comes back.
Needs to book his ideas up.
Yeah.
Not saying he's been bad or anything, not saying that, but I think out of all the players, he's the one that could miss out if all players are firing.
Yeah. And the old song came out again at the weekend, didn't it, about the Cockneys?
The what, sorry?
About the Cockneys.
What, getting tearing apart again?
Yeah,
yes.
One of my favourite songs.
And who put the ball in Arsenal's net?
Yeah.
Half the team did, yeah.
The team did, yeah. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. And the fact that they were leaving at half time as well. Well,
I know.
Half an hour they were leaving. They were going home. The spoiled
yeah,
kids.
they are spoiled.
Yeah, they think they're entitled to win everything every year, and they just cannot accept this, and that's why I enjoyed 5-0. I mean, I much rather prefer 5-0 against Arsenal than Norwich, for example.
Yeah, definitely,
absolutely.
Well, it's one of those games, isn't it? I can remember years ago being at Main Road, and I think we got beat 6-0 in the end. It could have been 4-0 at half time, and even the City fans were clapping off. the Arsenal players at half time because they totally destroyed us, and it was decent football we were watching.
Yep.
So
we did not go home early, did we?
No, we didn't. We stuck it out till the end. But to see the roles reversed, I think one of the biggest issues for Arsenal is that probably before Wenger left, they were happy with finishing fourth, getting Champions League football, and maybe not winning anything because they were still making the money from the Champions League.
Yeah.
And now that this season, that's all gone. There's no European money for them.
They're regularly out of the Champions League now, aren't they? Where before they were in it every season, weren't they?
It was 17 years consecutive, weren't it? For Arsenal.
They could budget for it, it'd be on the profit and loss. They could borrow money on the fact that they'd be in the Champions League the next year.
Yeah.
But now they're not even a top 10 side.
The only one that's making plenty of money out of this is Arsenal Fan TV.
Yeah.
The Arsenal fans were singing about it the other day, saying, "Get out of our club."
Well, the problem is they're making a product that other fans of Arsenal like.
Yeah.
And if most of the people who subscribe to that aren't from Arsenal, they'll be from other clubs who were just having a laugh with it.
Every other fan watches it just for the comedy side of it.
Yeah, I'm thinking of doing one, mate. Thinking of doing one.
Yeah, but how can you have a laugh with City?
No, you can't, can you?
No, it doesn't work that way. We're not crap anymore.
No,
you can just put out those tweets that you're looking for City accounts.
That's it. Yeah, that worked. I tell you what, that did work. You know what I mean? I think I got about an extra 200 followers off that.
There you go.
And
now bring him to the channel. Let's interview them.
I'll send some over. Yeah. You can buy them off me. £10 a follower.
Yeah.
Never mind. I've lost totally track of thought now. Anyway, right.
Yeah, we're talking about the Arsenal game.
Yes. Yeah. For me, like you said, Bernardo stood out, but Gundogan was back to his best again, and he loves playing in that position, just behind the striker, and that's where he got all his goals last time from.
Well, if you think last time when KDB was out, I think I said this on here, that City actually played better as a team with KDB out of it. I know that sounds stupid, but KDB can create something from nothing. Yet when he's not in the team, it's as though all the players, Mahrez played better when he was out of the team, and there's a lot of players played better without him in it.
Cancelo.
Absolutely. He was class yesterday. There wasn't one player yesterday that I thought.
Walker.
Walker.
Walker, had a bad game.
Yeah, but
and he subbed him at half time.
You know what? What creeps me? I don't know whether you. I mean, I didn't go, so I watched it on the telly. So it might not have come across as the same, but when Ederson was just stood there on his box, just stood there, and the Arsenal players were stood opposite, and they didn't go to close him down or nothing, and he sort of stood there and put his arms up and said, "Well, come on then, do something," and he just put his arm and then he did it just after it, and he went straight up the middle, and we scored. It was
3 moves later, we was in the net, weren't it?
Ederson, he was bored yesterday. I mean, he nearly conceded 2 goals through messing around at the back, because I think he was
I know he did that. Oh, yeah.
That one where he'd have been up late, wouldn't he? He'd have been up late on a Friday night and not used to the early kickoff, and probably got out of bed at 9:30. He was half asleep, bless him.
Yeah. And the game didn't really wake him up that much, did it?
No. I think they didn't have a shot on target, did they?
No. And we had 81% possession against Arsenal.
I know.
It's not known, is it, that? Because they used to be a possession club. They
were like we were, weren't they?
Yeah.
They used to get the ball and play decent football, and it's always say this: be careful what you wish for. Arsene Wenger, get him out. He's this, he's that, he's the other. They've done nothing since he's gone, apart from recruit managers.
I know. Yeah, it's gone crazy, hasn't it?
Yeah.
So
yeah,
anyway,
10 goals at home. That's not bad, is it?
In the last 3 games, it's 15.
Yeah.
Because the Everton at home as well.
But we're
5-0.
desperate for that striker, aren't we? We're desperate to get Ronaldo. We're desperate to get Kane. We're desperate to get them all.
Yeah, apparently so.
That's a nice link that we could bring Ronaldo into it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could do. Apart from he signed for the other side.
Yeah, but
I'm happy with that.
What we're going to do? Are we going to sign Darius to the cell next or something? Are we going to, bring Sean Goater out and wheel him out? Ronaldo's done.
Yeah, Ronaldo is done.
We weren't ever in for him.
He might have a couple of good games for him, but he's on £480,000 a week.
Yeah.
For a 36-year-old, that's horrendous.
Yeah, and I know they say he's a proven goal scorer in the Premier League. He was when he was in it, but he's been out of it. He's not the player he was.
No.
The team has to perform around Ronaldo. He's the main man. So the whole setup, we were never going to go in for him because it disrupts the dressing room. It disrupts the style of play. We'd have brought him on as special teams to take penalties, and that'd been it. 480 grand a week to take penalties.
Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it?
I, for one, I'm not sorry we didn't even go in for him.
No.
And I'm definitely not sorry we didn't get Kane either.
I'm not.
I'm totally okay with that.
I was a little bit gutted, but I'm glad we didn't actually pay the money that was asking.
Yeah. Because
we're not a club that does that. We won't be held ransom.
There's more to it yet. There's something in the fire. There's something,
You reckon?
Well, City won't have put all their eggs into one basket. If we don't get a striker, it's because we didn't want one.
We've just brought one back, don't we? The one we bought from Brazil.
The Brazilian.
Yeah.
Who's that?
Cakey.
Oh, him?
Yeah. He's 18.
Cake and eat it, can you?
He's a striker. He's not good at darts.
I was waiting for that.
Oh, no. That's a tenuous link to another topic. No, I think if we don't get a striker, it's because we didn't want one.
Well, there's only a couple of days of the window left anyway, so.
Thank God.
Well, the thing is, we've scored 10 goals in his last 2 games.
Yeah.
United have got 4 strikers. I think they scored 2, haven't they?
Yeah.
Did they win today?
Yeah.
Oh, scrappy.
Yeah, very. Wolves should have buried them. But
did they get a penalty or something?
No, they got a free kick, didn't it? Or something like that. Yeah, a foul that shouldn't have been a foul.
Yeah, well, there you go.
Yeah.
There you go. That's how
never
it's
mind.
been going for the last few years, hasn't it?
Yeah. But let them live in. They're still deluded. Let them just live their own.
They've papered over the cracks again, haven't they? I mean, what's happened is they've the fans are getting, the zebra man and everything. They're getting all excited. Gary Neville's drumming up the troops. So to keep them all happy, they've signed Ronaldo.
Yeah. I'm saying that. I was listening to Gary Neville yesterday, and he's still adamant that we'll win it.
Oh yeah, listen to that. Jamie Redknapp gave him a bit of a lesson, didn't he?
Yeah.
But nah, I'm glad we didn't get him.
I'm glad.
Stick with what we've got.
The only thing it would have been good for is the commercial side, not the football side.
I don't think it would, mate. I won't buy a shirt with Ronaldo on it.
No, but plenty of others would. They would,
Kids.
Kids.
Look, the fanboys.
I would not let any of my family members have Ronaldo on the back of their shirt.
No, I wouldn't either.
Those who put...
One, it's too expensive because it's a long name, isn't it? So it costs you an extra 20 quid probably for that. But 2, I wouldn't have him. No, not.
Wouldn't feel right.
Exactly.
Didn't mind Tevez.
different player though.
Well, he didn't actually sign for United, did he?
We got Tevez
on loan. Yeah, he was on loan for United, weren't he?
Yeah, Tevez was, in his pomp.
Yep.
Ronaldo was ready to go to pasture into some stud farm.
Yeah, this is just a cash cow for Ronaldo.
Yeah.
Of course it is.
Yeah, and basically they've played it well because they knew that if they got linked with City, then apparently didn't Alex Ferguson ring him up and organise it all? Yeah.
Probably.
He said, yeah, he
Met
did.
him in a hotel somewhere, didn't he? And had a private meeting.
Yeah. They knew that as soon as he said he might come to City, that United would jump in because United didn't want him.
No.
But they couldn't. They couldn't let him come to us.
He's going to pay £480,000 per week for that,
and that's after tax.
Yeah, after tax.
But at United, he will sell shirts.
Yeah.
It's the only club he could go to that would sell shirts in the in the Premier League.
The one thing that I don't get is all this financial fair play that they're supposedly reviewing again this season. Is how do United get away with it?
Because they don't count debt in the financial fair play.
Well, that's a great idea, isn't it?
I know.
Hey, that's let's.
The reason they don't do it is because of teams like Barcelona and Real Madrid, and basically United. Basically,
laughable, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. The teams that can actually afford things and actually run things right are the ones that's getting, vilified for it.
Well, they're normally the new kids on the block, aren't they?
Yeah. Well, that's why they brought it in. They tried to stop us, didn't they?
Paris Saint-Germain, what are they, 51-year-old or something?
Yeah, something like that.
I've got older underpants.
I wouldn't like to see them, mate. Does they still fit you?
I'll bring them on the next European trip.
Oh, lovely. Anyway, that's a good link, actually, for the next thing.
We're talking fashion again.
No, about the European trips, mate.
Oh, right, I thought it was on my underpants.
Obviously, Champions League has been drawn.
You've got a tough old group.
Yeah, it is a tough group.
It is.
But we should get out of the group.
I think we will.
We should. End of the day, there's 2 places up for grabs. I think by rights we should win it by rights. But it's Europe; anything can happen.
Yeah,
I saw that last year.
I'm quietly confident we'll get out of that group.
Yeah,
me too.
I think so. So anyway, Alex, you want a little rant, don't you, about this?
Yeah, because obviously I'm not in England, and these Champions League trips are one of the possibilities for me to watch the game. And what really annoys me is that they announced that we will get ticket information on Saturday, which was yesterday, right? And I've been refreshing the website, and there's no information at all. And allegedly there is a ban still active in the Champions League from last season due to COVID. And it's really it messes up a lot of my plans, because obviously I work and I have these leave applications, whatever you call them. And
you've got to book the time off with your bosses, haven't you?
Yes, and the more they delay it, the more difficult it becomes for me, both at my work, and the plane tickets are just the prices are just going up. And I just don't want to end up being outpriced by the airplane companies, and just really annoys me. And I just cannot wait forever like this.
Yeah, I think a lot of this is down to UEFA, and we just need to find out what's going to be going on and whether we're allowed to go. I think we will be allowed to go, but I think so. Yeah. We went to the Champions League final.
COVID's rising everywhere, isn't it?
Yeah.
And if they're going to be true to what they've done over the last 2 years, then I can't see how they can let us go. I mean, I'm in Bulgaria at the moment, and I'm watching every day, because at some moment I might have to book a flight and get out.
Yeah.
And get home. You know, there's a lot of Irish people out here in the apartments, and they Southern Islanders now stop people coming out here. Northern Ireland had already done it, but Southern Island's now put Bulgaria in the red. You know,
Right.
so it could get to the point where I've got a quarantine to get back in.
Right.
I think we'll be all right, Paul, because they did the travel announcement this week.
Yeah.
So, and they won't do another one for another couple of weeks.
It normally runs on a 2-week cycle, but the point I'm trying to make is that, you know, people are still putting other countries on the red list. So how can they allow? There's that many countries involved in it. How can they say, well, yeah, City fans can travel there, but their fans can't come to us?
Yeah.
You know, and vice versa. You've got to make it fair. You can't have a competition where the rules change you know, you've got home advantage. And if you can take away fans to the ground and things, they can make a difference, as we've seen at this season. Having fans in the ground has changed how the game's played, the tempo, and, you know, the motivation for the players. So it's not fair that some fans can travel and some can't. You've got to make it, you know, they need to make a decision right away this week and say, if there's any countries in there that look like that they can't, it's going to be banned, sooner or later, they have to say no fans at all can go in. You know, no travelling fans, I mean.
Yeah.
Because it's not fair.
I agree.
It's not fair on people like Alexander, you know, and it's, you know, it's not fair on any of us, but even more so when you listen to Alexander's story, it makes it, you know, even worse for him.
It gives me hope, because last season I could have gone to various locations, various stadiums, because, you know, they are pretty close to me, let's say, and the flight tickets were cheap. I couldn't do it because of obvious reasons, but this season it seems like I can, but I just cannot get a ticket. And you have these dodgy websites who charge £200 for tickets, and I don't want to, you know, go into that. But there's no updates from the official site. That's the problem. They said a Saturday you'll get the ticket information, and there's still like tickets not available on City's website.
It's the same as last season, isn't it? I mean, the club, unfortunately, we can't really blame the club. Because I think other teams, you know, all clubs in the Champions League and Europa League and anything like that, we're all in the same boat. So we can't blame the club for it, but the club needs to realise that there's people like you, Alexander, that, you know, can't. Me and John are lucky because we own our own businesses. We can decide.
You don't have to ask anyone for.
No, we don't have to book anything. You know, you don't have to check to see if it's anybody else taking that time off.
Yep.
You know, as long as our work's done and everything's sorted, then we can go on these trips. But for the, you know, most fans, you've got to put the time off work, and you can't just ring your boss up and say, oh, I won't be in now for 3 days because I'm going Champions League. Don't work like that.
I guess that's the case with most fans. I mean,
having said that, if I was a boss and somebody rang me up and said that, I'd say as long as you take me with you, then you can go. So,
what do a United fan?
If I was a United fan?
No, if they was a United fan.
No, I won't employ him. You won't be working
Good
in my
answer.
garage anyway.
Good answer. Anne-Marie, what are your thoughts on this?
It's a tricky one because it's nearly impossible to keep everyone happy. And it's an interesting one because even with obviously we've got a European break now, haven't we? An international break now. And even that's impacted by COVID because the Premier League have agreed that no player in the Premier League will be released to go to play for their country in a red country because of the whole.
Which is basically most of Europe.
Yeah, because of the whole quarantining thing.
Yeah.
So I think, you know, this, whilst we're seeing things open up here, from a COVID perspective, I think we're far from out of it.
Yep.
We've become a little bit complacent, if you like, because we're still reading on a daily basis 140 plus deaths a day, which is still a lot.
Yeah.
So I think we just need to be cautious. And hopefully you'll get to your away games.
I'd like to stick my neck out and say, in this still difficult climate, they should say no away fans can travel. Let's just make that decision now. And it means missing out on Champions League games, travelling and all the rest of it. I get that. And people who are listening to this are going, oh, he's an idiot, blah, blah, blah. Listen, the best thing to do in this current climate is just make it level playing field for everybody and say, listen, we're making this decision. No travelling fans.
I agree. Yeah. As much as
it's simple. As much as I want to go to these matches, obviously, me and John go to them. As much as I want to do it, I think the sensible thing, having just gone through nearly 2 years of messing about, businesses ruined for the sake of a game of football, don't add up to me.
Yeah, when you put it that way, yeah, I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
It's not worth the risk. If they think it's too risky, then let's pause it and go.
You can't have people who have, it's like we're saying that you have to quarantine in a hotel for 2 weeks. So you can't be travelling to these clubs and these countries, and just because it's football, kibosh the rules. I mean, does COVID know that you're a football fan? So if you've got a scarf on and a shirt, that COVID won't get you? No, COVID, no, it's. Let's be sensible about it. I love City. I love the Champions League. Travelling, I don't love the Champions League. I love the crack of the Champions League, the travelling side of it and the camaraderie of it and all the rest. I love that and I miss that. But come on, let's be sensible. That is. Just turn around now. I'd love City to turn around and just say, right, well, no fans can travel. Let's see if anybody else follows suit. They probably wouldn't.
Yeah. No, but that's one thing. City won't come out and say that because in case anybody else doesn't follow, then they'll be made to look the bad ones.
Yeah, but we did it with the Super League. We set a precedent there, didn't we? And
yes, we did.
All right there. So, it's a tough one. It's a tough one.
It is.
I certainly don't blame the club. I certainly don't blame the club. I blame the Chinese with that COVID business.
Where does it stop though? You know what I mean? Next year we could be saying the same thing, and the year after we could be saying the same thing.
Yeah, but I think if this goes on for another year, it's going to get to the point where it becomes the norm, and we will have to make that decision. To, you're going to have to take the injection. You're going to have to do this. You're going to have to do that. They can't have gone through what we've just gone through for nearly 2 years. People's livelihoods have been ruined and all the rest of it. We can't just stop it for football, Champions League. I don't think so. Anyway, that's my opinion on it. But
they did for the final.
Exactly. Yeah, but exactly. It was ridiculous.
But then they had a spike afterwards. Then.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Portugal were left with loads of COVID cases. Loads of fans travelling got COVID.
Apparently, we didn't have it though, did we?
What?
Apparently, we was all negative, weren't we? Going out there. Weren't they all?
Yeah, right. Whatever.
You never know it.
We know some very strange stories, but we won't go into them.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
There's the same sort of stories that people having now. We've not been at getting tested negative 1 minute, then the positive, and and you don't receive your thing through the post and no follow up. So it's a joke, innit? It's a joke.
It is. A lot of people have made a lot of money out of this, though.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And your Wafer will be trying to make up for the money that they've lost.
Yeah.
So for them, it's a life or death. We need away fans at the ground.
Yeah.
Let's just hope that the definite decision will come in the next few days.
It's got to. The 28th of September. It's not a long time away.
Yeah.
It's not even the 28th. Our first game is
15th, yeah. In
right, oh really?
Yeah.
Manchester or
That's the home game.
Yeah, home game.
So who's coming? Who's the
Leipzig.
Yeah,
Right.
Leipzig.
Yeah.
So they've got to make the decision this week.
Yeah.
Hope so.
But the thing is, once the longer they leave it, then the flights go up. Now, at the moment, the flights will be cheap because they won't know whether it's on or not. But as soon as the flight's on, then the flight prices go up. Then
that's affecting all of us, yeah.
And that's where Alexander's going to struggle flying out
from Stockport. Yeah, maybe there's a train. Like on Friday,
airport, mate. You're only around the corner.
There you go. When I first took a look at the flight tickets on Friday or Thursday, once the fixtures were announced, there was one price, and just 2 days later it's already gone up.
Yeah.
And in a couple of days,
stocks and shares, you could do it. You could do flight prices like stocks and shares, couldn't you? You know, you buy them low, and then as soon as the fixtures are announced, you get them offloaded and make a load of money.
Yeah. Just sell them to someone.
It's an idea. No, you can have that business plan, Alexander.
Yeah.
There's another idea.
But first it's me who should go.
Exactly. I hope we do, because that means we'll get to meet you, Alexander. So
that would be great.
I hope
it will be good.
I'm looking forward to meeting you. It'll be good.
It would be fantastic. I mean, I've been dreaming of that. I've gone to just one game. That was Zagreb.
Don't flatter us. It's
not
worth dreaming about, mate. No.
Some of us might be, Paul.
I've never met you, Anne-Marie, have I?
No.
I've
never had the pleasure yet.
I can't wait.
Because Andy hasn't invited you to his bar.
No, but I've met Andy.
In his bar?
No, in Mary D's.
I think Anne-Marie would outdrink us all, to be honest. I reckon she's a bit of a...
Yeah.
I'd give it a go.
How do you do it? I'm out of practice.
She'd outdrink me, definitely.
Oh, yeah, she'd outdrink you. Ian Cheeseman can outdrink you.
I know. Tell me about it.
Ding, ding.
Yeah. No, I definitely won't like to have a drinking competition against Anne-Marie.
Anyway.
Speaking of beverages.
Yeah, speaking of beverages. Anybody try with them edible cups yet?
No, I've not been able to get one yet.
Just this one, and it's not edible.
I'm in Bulgaria at the moment. They've not done it out here yet.
No.
Although Ivan did say, my mate Ivan, the taxi driver, did say, and he's actually gave me this.
Right. That's it, then.
Yeah, that.
That's it. That's it, right?
It's edible. It is edible once the...
Yeah, pass it to John.
That's the one, yeah. That's the one at the city.
That's it, yeah. Yeah, try this
BioBite.
What's it called?
The BioBite.
That's a
nice BioBite.
Yeah. It's a cup made of wafer. The weird thing is...
Oh, don't drop it.
I know it might break. The weird thing is I went to the game on Saturday, and the only place I could get one was outside in the coffee place. Where they sell coffee. Well, you think so.
People will be buying them as souvenirs.
They don't actually sell them yet.
It comes with a coffee.
When you buy a coffee, your coffee comes in a normal cup, and then they give you one of them.
No way. Not having that. I'm not having that, John.
And the reason they can't give you a drink in that is because they've got no lids for them.
You just couldn't make it up, could you?
Oh my God.
So this eco-friendly thing, what's the point in doing it?
So
no point.
Let me recap here, right? So recap. That was no pun intended, by the way. So you go to the kiosk.
Yeah.
Is this inside the ground?
No, this was outside where I got these from.
No, but inside the the enclosed,
Yeah.
the stadium.
Yes.
So say City Square area.
Yeah.
So you can go inside the gate. Can I have a cup of coffee, please?
Yeah.
They give you a cup of coffee in a plastic cup.
Yeah.
And then
With a lid on it.
A souvenir biodegradable cup.
Edible cup.
So what you meant to do with a plastic
must be a side. Say again.
What you meant to do with a plastic one then? Just save it until.
Oh, you throw it in the bin.
So what's that round it then? Just describe it to us there, John, because I've not seen one of these. Oh,
right. This round it is paper.
Paper edible.
No, you've got to throw that bit. You've got to throw the paper away.
Does it say that though? Is it clear instructions? Because
yes,
there are
clear instructions.
Few of my mates are a bit thick,
yeah,
so they might eat the paper as well.
Yep, there's clear instructions, and they are vegan as well.
What languages are the instructions in?
English.
Not Bulgarian.
Okay. So that's
no, not Bulgarian.
Go Alexander, being Bulgarian.
Yeah.
Obviously, you're not very good at English. So how are you going to go on?
Just gonna ask someone.
Ask me. I'll translate it for you. Because I'm fluent.
Yeah.
It says, take me, drink me, eat me.
I've seen that, Phil.
I was waiting for that. But yeah, they're actually made of wafer, and they taste like wafer that's not been sweetened.
Are you gonna eat it now?
So it tastes like an egg box.
The rock hard.
Yeah.
So it tastes like an egg box then. You know them?
Yeah. Yeah, and there's not much taste to it whatsoever.
So is it safe if you're lactose intolerant?
Yeah, there's no milk in it. Dry.
Is it safe if you're a vegan?
Yeah.
What about if you're a tree hugger?
Yeah, if you're a tree hugger, you'd probably eat the paper as well, wouldn't you?
No, that's you wouldn't eat the paper, mate, if you're a tree hugger. God, that's like cannibalism, my friend. So is there any sort of saying how much nutrition values in it? You know, how many carbons?
Yeah, it says rich in fiber, only 105 calories.
105 calories. That's 105 more than a plastic cup, though, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
So that means I know how much coffee you drink, John.
Yeah.
We're going to have to start calling you Roland off Grange Hill, because that's what you're going to look like, the amount of brews you drink.
Well, eating these as well.
Yeah. If you ate one of them every brew you had.
They are really strong.
What they like when they get wet?
They last. Where does it say it? It says somewhere. Yeah. Use within 60 minutes.
That's no good, is it?
Oh yeah, you brewed the coal by then.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you could leak.
No, apparently
you could put your cup down next to where your feet are, while the game's on, and at the end of it have a celebrated coffee, and then you could pick the side of it up and it'd leave the bottom behind.
No, apparently it lasts for 12 hours before it leaks.
And an accident.
Yeah, apparently 12 hours before it leaks. Apparently.
What they like? Have you tried a throw test?
No.
No, like if
it's still intact. Well, it was intact.
I'm in block 111, so we get things thrown at us all the time. So what would that be like with hot coffee in it? Would it hurt more than a plastic cup with a lid on?
No, because they've been out left by the time it got to you. No lid for them.
Yes, I mean you're not going to get this on any other podcast. This is deep insight into fundamental issues that the club are having. You ain't getting this on anything else. So
there's not many of them about.
you recommend then, if you're going to have a coffee, take maybe some like red sauce to strawberry sauce to when you've drank your coffee, just to sprinkle on your cup so you could eat it safely.
They'd be perfect for ice cream.
Yeah. Looks like
So
that.
the coffee would melt the ice cream, wouldn't it?
Well, no, you don't have coffee. You just have ice cream.
Yeah, but then you won't be able to drink it because there's no lid.
No, but the ice cream won't fall out, would it?
Yeah, good point. You could throw it though; it could be a weapon.
Yeah, it could be.
I just think.
Well, you know, these to take your lids off the bottles.
Yeah.
They don't anymore.
Do they not?
No, so you've got weapons there.
Because of COVID.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. It's puddled, isn't it?
It is puddled. It's absolutely
how have
crazy.
you gone on with these cashless? How's that working?
A lot of people are upset because they can't use cash, but they're coping fine with it. Not a problem.
Has it speeded things up?
No.
No.
Can you get your beer quicker? I'm asking you this question.
Definitely not.
Has it made the pint any better? Have we got edible pint pots?
Is it cheaper?
No.
Got paper ones.
Still a rip-off.
Paper pint pots.
How getting into the ground was it yesterday? Was that all right? Was there any issues with tickets? And
I was fine getting in, no problem, but I went quite early anyway.
Yeah, we know you like to get on the TV screens, don't you?
No, they come to me.
Well, no, to be fair, we were there an hour early. We were there an hour before.
You were there
for yesterday.
was you in at 10:30 to get the cheap lagers?
No, 11:30. Got there at 11:30 and got in no problem. But there was somebody came in that sits beside us, and they came in literally at 2 to 3, and they said the queues outside were incredible.
Yeah, I know at kickoff there were certain sections of the ground that were empty for kickoff, and then obviously the game went on, they filled. Can obviously be just data ticketing. I heard the queues outside the ground were to get in, parking and things were quite horrendous as well. So
there were last week as well, and it's don't know whether it's down to road closures in other places or the fact that, like, obviously the main car park is that blue car park, isn't it?
Yeah.
And yet they've still got the vaccine centre and the testing centre there as well. So you've got a lot of cars trying to get in there. But the queues were still massive this week for it. And they were last week was horrendous getting in.
That's because we've got an empty stadium though, isn't it? We've got no fans, have we? So were they all got to Asda or something?
It was pay on the gate as well. And it was contactless as well. So no cash.
Pay on the gate? Yeah.
You couldn't pre-book car park.
Oh, sorry, right. Sorry, I thought. Yeah.
Apparently, after this charity match that's going on this weekend, the charity one.
Yeah.
After that, apparently the ANPR barriers will be fitted.
Oh God.
Yeah. So
we don't have a lot of good luck with them, do we, John?
No, we don't. Not at all.
No. They've done too much too soon for me. I just think
they have, but they've left it too late. They've had 18 months to do all this with nobody going the game.
Yeah,
why didn't they sort it all out then?
Plenty of time to iron things out, haven't they?
Yeah. They could have had all the car parks sorted. They could have re-tarmacked them all before,
They could have even found lids for the cups.
We could have done.
I can't believe that. That's thrown me, that. That's thrown me, that.
That for me is like, it comes down to typical City.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Too many Chiefs and not enough Indians, innit?
Yeah, somebody thinking they're doing something good, but don't think it out properly.
Yeah. You know, it's all you can. It's that executive lot, isn't it? You know, you can see them in a room, can't you? You know, brainstorming or whatever they want to call it. And
yeah, what can we do for the environment?
Yeah,
we'll get edible cups.
Yeah,
so they bring in all the edible cups, but they forget that they still have to sell the coffee in plastic cups with plastic lids, so you can then pour it into your edible cup.
Yeah.
I didn't. I just got my plastic cup inside it.
Is it the reason for the lid? What's that?
Safety.
It's a hot drink.
If you walk away with a hot drink and it's no lid on it, if you spill it on yourself, then they're liable.
Yeah, well, you've seen them lids. I mean, I've got a butty van round the corner for me that I use once or twice a month, and they have plastic cups with lids. And as soon as I drive round the corner in my car, the lid pops off and spills coffee everywhere. So you're not telling me that plastic lid's going to protect me. Surely.
Health and safety.
What a load of nonsense.
Yeah.
You know what I'm going to do when I get back to England? I'm going to make an edible lid for a cup. I'm going to make it out.
Paper.
No, I'm going to make it out of them. You know, them flying saucers with sherbet in.
Yeah.
I'm going to make it out of that. A big one of them on the top. And that'll flake. That'll make it sweeter, so it'll taste better. There's an Alex. You can have that idea as well.
Yep. We should do it together.
I think we should.
Yeah.
we need somebody to give us an influx of money.
Yeah.
Where Anne-Marie comes in.
Some of our podcast sponsors, like Pepsi.
Yeah. Edible cups for Pepsi.
Yeah.
We've actually got a new sponsor coming on board.
Have we?
Yeah.
Is he a big announcement?
Boeings Pies.
Whose?
Boeings Pies.
Now we're
Good
talking.
pies.
Paul's happy now.
Paul's happy now. I can't wait to do the promotional video for this. Oh man, Pepsi in a pie. Prestige pies.
He's got competition though, hasn't he?
Make a pie the shape of a cup lid. And then you've got your pie with your pie on the top. And then the lid for the pie can be used as like a little holder so you don't burn your hands on it.
But it'd end up with a soggy bottom.
Depends whether it's a curry one or not. Alex, I hope we're making notes here, all these business ideas we're having.
All of it in the notepad.
Good lad. Good lad. One day we'll be a millionaire.
Anyway, I think we're going a bit over time here, aren't we?
We've just got into some fantasy world.
We're brainstorming.
Yeah, brainstorming.
We just had 9320 Group podcast in association with Dragon's Den.
Anyway, I think we'll finish it up now, boys and girls.
When's the next game we've got?
Next game, we've got an international break now.
Leicester on the 11th, isn't it?
Yeah, Leicester away is the next game.
God, I'm gutted. We need to have this international break when I'm on holiday.
Yeah.
And then start the season.
Yeah. You should.
I won't miss any matches then.
I know. They're good then, won't it?
Miles better. We're gonna have a word.
Yeah, definitely.
I'll have a word when I get back, see what we can sort out for next season.
All right, so I think we've covered near enough everything.
Yeah, pretty much.
Covered a lot of things.
Well, the only thing we haven't covered is the paper cups.
Yeah, the lid.
Yeah, lid gate.
No, we'll stick a lid on
it. Lid gate, in Stockport, that.
Lid gate, yeah.
Lid gate, yeah. It's near Alex.
Yep, in my neighborhood.
See, don't we have so much more fun when Andy's not here?
Oh, Andy will get mad. Andy will get mad when he listens to this.
Yeah.
The thing is, don't let Andy have any pies. When we get this sponsorship through, don't let Andy have any pies.
Right, no problem.
Say he's not. Say he's allergic.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Send them all to me.
Some nice chicken balti ones.
Oh, we'll do food tasting.
Yeah.
We'll get them all delivered to us, and then we'll eat them.
Each week a different taste at the beginning of the episode.
Yes.
I've got one in my freezer now.
Oh, look at him! Look at him! I knew he'd have one. Are these the pies that you can order from the ground, and you could order them?
Yes.
Oh.
And they're actually bigger than when you order them.
But they grow. They grow on the way to you.
No,
That's amazing technology, that.
You start off that big and grow to that big.
Yeah. Unbelievable. It's amazing what you can do with Amazon these days, isn't it?
Yep. Boeings pies it is. The owner's called Paul Bowen, and we're going to get him on the podcast.
How did they get the name for the pies?
I think it's to do with his last name.
All right, that's interesting. We'll have to have him on then. We'll have to get him on then, and
yeah, that's no problem. I'll get it organised.
Let's get him on and get some samples sent out to me.
Yeah.
I'll send me address over, and in fact, you could bring them round, and we could have. Why don't we get them round at Andy's when I get back, and we could have a COVID pie tasting thing.
Yeah, definitely. The only thing is, we can't pass Alex one through a monitor, can we?
Yeah,
but we'll send them out to Alex.
Yeah,
we'll send one out to Alex.
Just drop one from the plane from Bulgaria.
Well, you're above him there, John, so you could just drop them in.
Yeah.
Oh, do they do pasties as well?
They do some sausage rolls, which are really nice.
Oh, I like a nice sausage roll.
Yeah, we've heard that, Amory.
Right, on that note, I think we'll finish.
Yep.
And
happy days.
We'll see you all.
Next Sunday, I'll be back home in Blighty. So
yeah,
this is me signing off from Bulgaria.
Yep.
Yeah.
Can't believe
Have a safe journey home, Paul.
You've gone home. Alexander's gutted. Anne-Marie, I will. I'll have a safe journey. Gutted.
Don't forget to give Ivan a slap.
Oh no, he's disappeared, Ivan.
Has he?
Yeah, the bloke who sells the replica shirts out here I think he's done away with him.
Right. Okay.
He bought a load of shirts with Harry Kane on, didn't he? And Ronaldo on Ivan's word. So he's now got a load of City shirts with Kane on the back.
Never mind. Right.
He's not happy. Nice one.
Speak to you soon.
Great to see you all, and I'll see you back in England.
Certainly will.
Okay.
Be safe. Bye-bye.
Bye.